On this episode of Canine Corner, we're on the lookout for Cupid and his arrow as Valentine's Day is right around the corner. We'll be talking about ways to celebrate Valentine's Day with your canine companion. Plus, you'll meet a local designer who can turn your pet's paw print into a beautiful piece of jewelry. And we'll introduce you to this adorable little guy who's looking for his forever home. All this coming up right now on Canine Corner. I'm Riannon Trutanich, your host for Canine Corner, the show that your dog will give 2 paws up. Love is in the air here today on Canine Corner as Valentine's Day is right around the corner. We'll be talking about some great ways to celebrate the holiday with your dog. And if you need a little gift inspiration for those loved ones who don't have 4 paws and are covered in fur, we can still help you out. Colleen Berg from Colleen Berg Jewelry will be showing us part of her line and telling us how she can turn your dog's paw print impression into a beautiful piece of jewelry. But first, let's meet adorable rescue dogs who will totally steal your heart.
Forte was founded over 15 years ago by Maria Take. We save the dogs from the pound that are at risk for being destroyed. Every Saturday we have an adoption event at Centinela in Los Angeles from 12:30 to 3:30, and all of our wonderful dogs that are looking for forever homes can be seen. People can come out and meet them, and we have all sorts of wonderful dogs. Any sort of dog you're looking for, we probably have it. Personalities click, and then we make sure we do a home check to make sure that it's going to be safe for them. They can't accidentally get out of the house. But so far, Forte Animal Rescue has saved over 1,500 animals. So we're really saving a lot. But we can always use fosters, donations. The more people that will foster dogs, the more dogs that we can save from being destroyed. You can go to the website www.farescue.org. We also have a Facebook page, and you're always welcome to meet us and meet the dogs every Saturday from 12:30 to 3:30 at Centinela in Los Angeles. Alastor is a chocolate lab, probably pit bull mix. He's about 5 years old. He was saved from the pound because he was very timid. He was hiding in the back of his cage and very scared, so that's when Forte came and rescued him. He's a very sweet dog. He loves people, loves children, likes other dogs. He gets along great with cats. I think at least 1 walk a day would be good, but he's not really hyper. He's got a very mellow personality. So I think he'd be good just pretty much anywhere. I think he would be best in a home where he gets some attention. He needs a lot of affection. Very, very sweet dog.
If you are interested in adopting Alastor, please contact Forte Animal Rescue at farescue.org. Those dogs are so cute. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and whether you have been hard at work making handmade Valentines since Christmas or think it's a made-up holiday by greeting card companies, it's still a great time to spend some quality time with your dog. My co-host, Canine Cupid, Popeye Trutanich, is here now to help me share some ways to celebrate. Did you know that Americans spent $18.6 billion on Valentine's Day last year, according to the National Retail Association? That is a lot of flowers and chocolate, but also a lot of squeaky toys and rawhide treats, because they spent over $753 million on their pets for Valentine's Day. So obviously February 14th is a really big deal for pet owners, and I can totally see why. Your dog is always happy to see you when you get home, always down to just hang out on the couch or go on an adventure. And really, how many humans can you say that about? So your dog definitely qualifies as Valentine material. So now let's talk about some ways to celebrate Valentine's Day with your canine companion. So what says Valentine's Day more than a handmade Valentine's card? Nothing. So we're going to show you how to make a handmade Valentine from you and your dog. You can either keep it for you and put it on your refrigerator, or you can give it to a family member or a friend, or you can even give it to one of your doggie's friends. Popeye has a few besties that I'm sure he wants to give a Valentine to this year. So first, let's talk about what sort of supplies you'll need, and then we'll go into how to make the actual Valentine. So I have a few things here. The most important thing and the key to any good Valentine is a doily. I have different shapes. I have heart ones, I have circles, I have big hearts, small hearts, I have pink, red, white, all the key Valentine's colors. The next thing is glue. You could either use liquid glue or a glue stick, whatever your preference is. And next up, you are going to need a stamp pad for your dog's paw impression. And of course, if your dog is not comfortable having his or her paw print taken, then don't do it. But if they are, like Popeye is, then go for it. So I'm just gonna open this up, and I think we'll go with a white heart doily. That would be very nice for your paw impression, buddy. Okay, so I'm gonna take Popeye's paw, and I'm really gonna kind of get it into this ink pad. I wanna make sure there's enough ink on it to make a good impression. Literally. And as you can see, Popeye is totally okay with this, which it's possible he signed some autographs before. I'm putting a lot of ink on just to make sure we get a good impression. And definitely use one that is non-toxic for your dog, and you can easily clean it up after with some water and paper towels, so your dog is not getting ink all over your home. Just gonna take his paw, I'm gonna press it down pretty firm. Obviously not hard enough to hurt him, but I definitely want to get a nice paw print on there. And he does not seem bothered whatsoever. And there you have it, a nice paw print of Popeye's right paw. That's beautiful, Popeye. You have good paws. So the next one I'm going to do, to make it a little bit personal from me, I'm gonna take another doily. I'm gonna use a little bit of lip gloss, and it's not a snack, buddy. Although this color would be beautiful on you. Yeah. Use a little bit of lip gloss. I'm going to make, that's perfect. Wow, we did good. So I have Popeye's paw print, my kiss stamp, and next we're gonna get a larger doily and take the glue stick here. I'm very sorry, Popeye, it's not a snack. Just gonna glue on, and of course you can sign it, you can add, doggy stickers, you can really add anything to sort of make it personal and make it more unique. The best part about this is it's entirely up to you. I'll put Popeye's in the middle right there. That is just beautiful. Kind of add mine to the side here. Let's see. And if there's enough room, you can of course just use one doily. Like I said, completely up to you. Look at that. And there you have it. You have a Valentine that is completely personalized from you and your canine companion. I think Popeye and I are going to keep this one. I like it. What do you think, Popeye? I think he thinks we can do better. Now let's talk some Valentine's Day gift ideas for your dog. You can take your dog to a pet store and let him or her pick out his own Valentine's Day toy. Popeye has his rose here that he actually picked out. Popeye, will you accept this rose? Well, he's not interested, and this is the second year he's done this to me. That's okay. Moving on. You can also order your dog's gift online, and then it will be a total surprise. You can order your dog a Valentine's Day gift box from Bark Shop. They have amazing ones, and then your dog will feel totally bad about always barking at the delivery man, like Popeye does. You can also give your dog a gift that you can enjoy too. You can order them the Shareables treats that are treats for dogs and humans, so you guys can enjoy a snack together. How cute is that? So now let's talk about some Valentine's gifts that create lasting memories for you and your canine companion. One of the first things and easiest things is you can get matching best friend t-shirts with your dog, like Popeye and I are wearing. You can also get matching best friend necklaces for you and your dog to wear. I have my best friend necklace on, And Popeye has his little best friend tag attached to his collar. Really easy for your dog to wear, isn't uncomfortable for your dog at all. The next thing you can do that creates a memory that lasts forever is to have professional photos taken of your dog. Ani Hull, who you might remember from a couple episodes of Canine Corner ago, is an amazing local pet photographer and can take beautiful photos of your dog that will last forever. How special is that? Another fun, silly Valentine's thing you can do is to take some funny Valentine's photos with your canine companion. You can dress your dog up, and if your dog is okay with dressing up, you can kind of make it a tradition each year, as Popeye and I have. Get some funny little ears, have a little arrow because Popeye is Canine Cupid, of course. I have some big fun light up Valentine's glasses. Wow, it is rose colored in here. Next, you can take some selfies of you and your dog. Popeye and I have taken them, gosh, so many times. And it's fun too to look back on each year's photos and see kind of how you and your dog have changed, and just something fun and silly to do. So Popeye, will you take a photo with me? It's totally okay. To bribe your dog with treats. Can I have a kiss? Popeye, give me a kiss. Oh, thank you. And what's even cooler about this is there's an app out there made by Petco called Heads and Tails that you can post selfies of you and your dog on. And if you get 100 likes, you can win a $10 Petco gift card for your dog. And as well as they donate $10 to the Petco Foundation in your dog's name. How cool is that? Valentine's card, check. Valentine's gifts, check. Now all that's left for the perfect Valentine's Day with your canine companion is to have a relaxing night at home. You can pour you and your dog's favorite drinks. I have my little drink here, and Popeye has his Bowser beer that he absolutely loves. So I'm gonna pour him a little in his mustache champagne flute. Oh, he knows, he's excited. So you can pour your dog his favorite drink. How yummy is that? Look, Popeye, this is for you. And I don't think you can drink out of the straw. Cheers, Popeye. And you can cheers to being BFFs forever. Well, while Popeye's drinking that, the next thing you can do is to make your dog some snacks. Popeye and I are both big snackers, so we love to have our snacks at night. Really getting in there, Popeye. I don't think my Valentine's letting me go anywhere. But let me talk to you about the snacks that I made Popeye. I have some lovely, tasty Valentine's Day cookies for me, and I made Popeye some Valentine's Day dog treats. Oh, we're excited now. These are super easy to make, just like 4 different ingredients. I used 2 cups of whole wheat flour, 1 banana, a 1/2 of a cup of all natural peanut butter, and 2 eggs. I mashed the banana and mixed the peanut butter and the eggs in a bowl, and then added the flour in, rolled the dough out, cut them out in different shapes. I have larger hearts, I have little bones here, and I also have little mini hearts. You can make them based on like whatever size your dog is. Would you like a plate, Popeye? We're very civilized. Little Valentine's Day plate for your dog. And I just baked them 400 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. And Popeye absolutely loves them. It's definitely a treat that you can feel good about giving your dog. It's very healthy. Of course, you should always check with your vet to make sure your dog doesn't have any food allergies or anything like that. And if not, then super easy to whip up a batch, and he just ate that whole thing whole. Don't wanna break that up. And if homemade Valentine's Day treats for your dog don't say I love you, then I don't know what does. Of course, everything in moderation, except Popeye doesn't believe in that. So after you guys have enjoyed your drinks and your snacks and you're just hanging out, you can each read a book. I have How to Speak Dog to help understand Popeye a little bit more because he's a complicated guy. And Popeye has Kaya and Popeye's Petlandia Road Trip, a really special book about Popeye and his BFF Kaya and an adventure they went on. So just read this to him and sit back and hang out. You can also watch some Canine Corner or a dog-themed movie. Just have some quality time together. Now, the perfect way to round out your relaxing night in with your dog on Valentine's Day is to have a little spa treatment, because who doesn't love hanging out in robes? Popeye and I do. First thing I'm going to use is Popeye's At Peace Calming Spray from Noble Pet Company. I'm just going to spritz a little on him, in the air too. It's made with lavender, it's all natural. It's definitely perfect to kind of calm your dog down at the end of the day. You can also brush your dog. Popeye has a dual hard bristle, soft bristle brush. Just kind of give him a nice little brushing all over. It's very relaxing, very calming. Popeye seems to like it. You can also massage your dog. And next, I'm going to use Popeye's Noble Paws Pet Balm, Paw Balm, that is all natural as well. And I'm just going to give him a little paw massage because his paws get very dry in the winter. And I want to make sure they stay nice, especially going for walks, so they don't get too dry. And it's just nice to do for your dog to give them a little extra attention, a little extra treatment, and a little extra love. If you give any of these ideas a try to celebrate Valentine's Day with your dog, please share it with us on social media by using hashtag K9BeMine. If you're looking for a Valentine's Day gift for a loved one or yourself, no judgment, then look no further than Colleen Berg Jewelry. Colleen makes jewelry, cufflinks, keychains, and other pieces from signatures, fingerprint impressions, and of course, paw print impressions. Let's learn about her company. Looking at her pieces, you would think Colleen Berg has always been a full-time jewelry designer, but that is not the case.
I was pregnant with my now 16-year-old daughter, and I did not want to go back to my day job. So, but you know, like most families in LA, we were a two-income family, and I needed to be able to bring in an income to support my family.
Turning her hobby of jewelry making into a business allowed her to not only support her family, but to spend more time with them.
My daughter was born 3 days after 9/11, and I just started thinking, I don't want to go back to work. I do need to find something. I want to, it was such an emotional time for everyone. I wanted to stay home with her. And I've always been an artist of some sort, and I thought, okay, let me, see if I can turn my jewelry making hobby into some kind of business.
And she started that business by making mostly gemstone jewelry. Colleen's first piece of signature and print work came from a difficult time in her life when her brother had cancer.
How can I immortalize my brother for his young children and his wife and my mom so they'll always have a part of him? And I decided I needed to find a way to grab his thumbprint and his signature and all those things to help his family heal and to find some solace through their pain.
And from that, Colleen created a jewelry line that allows everyone the chance to preserve their loved ones' signatures and prints forever.
And so I have a line now where I take your loved ones' signatures and I create emotional jewelry, love mom, love dad, any kind of message, I love you, to doggy paw prints, to kitty cat paw prints, to baby's footprints, to your loved one's thumbprints.
Colleen expanded her jewelry line to include furry family members as well at the request of her clients.
It was just it came out naturally from working with so many of my human clients. They, everybody has animals that they love in their life, and if I'm able to grab their baby's footprint or their toddler's thumbprints or their first grader's handwriting, why can't I grab a nose print or a paw print? And so my customers demanded it, and I just decided I needed to fill the demand.
Customers can choose to have their pet's paw prints or nose print turned into a necklace, keychain, or paperweight as a memento to cherish forever. Colleen works with each client to create a custom creation, not only to their taste and style, but one with a lasting emotional impact.
On my website, I've got certain static choices that you can choose, like simply a paw print on a necklace or a paw print on a keychain. But on my Facebook and on my Instagram, I've got a library of examples of what I've done creatively with other customers. So if you want to add a little bit of your own flavor to a piece, I definitely recommend going through the library of photos that I have on Instagram and Facebook, my social media pages. And if you've got any creative ideas of your own, I'm so willing to work with you to create an amazing piece.
Customers do not need to be local. Colleen has shipped impression kits all across the United States and Canada. Customers take their pet's imprint and mail the kit back. The turnaround time is about 2 weeks.
It's pretty limitless. I can be as creative as my customers can be, and we can come up with an idea together to make you really love and cherish a piece of jewelry.
And not only will you love and cherish the jewelry, but it helps you bring your pet with you wherever you go, even those pets who are not here anymore. Colleen has made jewelry pieces of her own pet's paw prints, including one of her cat, who helped Colleen's daughter when she was young to move past a fear of animals.
Meow Meow was a very sedentary cat when we first met her. We didn't realize how grumpy she was. I think we caught her on a good day when we adopted her. But she literally would just, lie on the couch, or, she might snarl at you to leave her alone. She was so grumpy, but she was so loved. And what she was able to do for my daughter was amazing. Lila is such an animal person now. She loves animals, and Meow Meow changed her life. And this is Meow Meow's paw print. And my daughter has Meow Meow in a necklace, and she'll never forget that pivotal moment where she, had Meow Meow with her.
And speaking with Colleen for a few minutes, it's easy to see that her jewelry line is not just a job to her, it's a labor of love.
I want this jewelry to be, full of joy and full of meaning and full of healing and all those things that are important to all of us.
And not only is each piece of jewelry Colleen makes meaningful, but they're all one of a kind, just like pets. If you are interested in purchasing jewelry from Colleen, please visit ColleenBerg.com. You can also visit her social media pages, Facebook.com/ColleenBergJewelry, or on Instagram at ColleenBergJewelry. If your loved one is an animal lover, then a keychain or a piece of jewelry with their pet's paw print would be such a perfect and personal gift this Valentine's Day. Colleen is back with us now to talk about how the impression process works and how easy it is. Walk us through the impression process.
This is a non-toxic material that I use, and essentially it's the same stuff that dentists use to take molds of your teeth, or doctors might use to fit you for a hearing aid. And this is the process. I'm going to mix the white and the blue together, and it's going to form a catalyst reaction. Once I mix it, I've got 5 minutes before it will harden. So
someone thinks it's a snack here.
It looks good, doesn't it? I have your full attention now. This is great. And I'm just going to mix it until the color is consistent and you don't see a lot of blue or white streaks. And I did bring extra kits just in case Popeye's not having it.
Now, do you send these to people if someone is far away and they want to order a piece of jewelry? Can they do it themselves, or if they're nearby, do you do it? How does that work?
I mail these kits all over the U.S. and Canada for people to take their own impressions of their puppies and their loved ones. And I flatten it out with this because I happen to have it handy, but you can use a spoon or whatever you have. And we're just going to gently take Popeye's paw, and make an impression. Look how perfect that is.
Oh, wow. How long does the impression take to harden?
In about 5 minutes, this will cure into like a hardened rubber, and I'll know I can just kind of hit the side of it when it's ready to use. And I can just peel it off and use it for my purposes.
What is the turnaround time?
If I'm mailing these out to my customers, they'll take the impression and they'll mail it to me. These get really sturdy. You can just stick it in the bubble wrap that I provide, pop it in the mail to me, and then I start my process. And you can let me know whatever you want me to engrave on the back. For example, like Roxy, I'll hold your paw forever. Any kind of message, the dog's birthday, anything that you want to say. We can customize any engraving for the back.
That's really sweet.
So once I get the impressions from my customer, it takes me about a week and a half to 2 weeks to turn it around to them, so they have a wearable piece of jewelry or a keychain or whatever they were interested in.
If my pet has a large paw, do you resize it to make it fit on a necklace?
No, I can shrink it about 20%,
Okay.
but what I can do you see Popeye's paw pads here and then the base of the paw pad? What I do for a lot of customers, I might capture one of the paw pad areas.
Perfect.
So I've got a lariat that I can show you in a bit, and I've got my daughter's thumbprint on one side, and the other pendant is a portion of my dog's paw print. So I get to keep everybody I love with me in a necklace.
That's amazing.
And that just makes it a little bit more wearable.
Okay.
But sometimes people do want to capture the entire paw print. And for something like that, we might do a keychain or something that or we could even do a paperweight or just a silver keepsake that they can have on their bookshelf, whatever they want.
What if a customer's pet has passed away? Is there a way to make them a piece?
And I have a lot of my customers, they come to me and they wish they'd found out about me 6 months ago when their dog was terminal and their dog is no longer with them. And what we can do in that case, a lot of times you have a vet that might take a clay impression of your dog's paw print, and I can work with these. Yeah. So if you do have something of a dog that you miss and that you love, we can still create you a piece to immortalize your puppy.
And one more question from me. Any tips if someone's watching and they're already excited and they're already going on and they're ready to to order a kit? What if they have a very excited dog or a dog who doesn't like having his or her paws touched? Do you have any tips for how to get the impression?
Dog treats are always a good thing.
Okay.
And also wearing your dog out a little bit can help. Yeah. I take a lot of baby footprints, and a lot of parents have the same question. The baby's moving around a lot. How do I get a clear impression? For the parents, I usually say, wait until your baby's asleep. And then it's super easy just to take the material to the baby's foot and you'll get a great clean impression. Take your dog to the dog park, take your dog to a nice long walk if they're overly excited. Yeah. It's non-toxic, you can let them sniff the material, certainly don't let them eat it. But once they're calm, you saw how fast it was.
Yeah.
Popeye's paw print was in and out and we were done.
Wow. If you are interested in contacting Colleen, please visit ColleenBerg.com. If you have a question, contact us and we'll be sure to get you the right answer. Call us at 310-618-5762 or email us at caninecorner@torranceca.gov. It's amazing how taking just a few minutes to get your pet's paw impression can create a beautiful piece of jewelry and a memory to last a lifetime. Now, if you missed the adoption segment at the beginning of our show or just want to see the adorable dogs again, here's your recap. If you are looking for a sweet, lovable, mellow dog with a great disposition, then Alastor is the dog for you. He's a 5-year-old Labrador Retriever American Staffordshire Terrier mix. He was rescued from a shelter by Forte Animal Rescue. He was very scared in the shelter and hid in the back of his cage. He likes other dogs, children, and cats. He likes going on walks, but he also likes just hanging out at home. He's a sweet and loving dog who would love a family to call his own. If you are interested in adopting Alastor, please contact Forte Animal Rescue at farescue.org. If you want even more Canine Corner, be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and share with us how you're spending Valentine's Day with your dog by using #Canine_BeMine on social media. I hope you and your pup have a pawsome Valentine's Day. That's all the time we have today. Thanks for joining us here on Canine Corner. I'm Riannon Trutanich, and we'll see you next time.